Hi friends, today I'm going to be sharing 5 easy, doable tips for increasing productivity and getting your life back on track. I think I can speak for everyone when I say that quarantine has been very hard. It's thrown everyone off of their normal schedules, and for some people, including myself, it has been a nightmare for productivity and just day-to-day being a person. Quarantine has also really messed with my perception of time. It feels like the last couple months have been passing very quickly and very slowly at the same time somehow. So I just could not seem to pull myself together. A fun fact about me is that I'm very much a type A personality, so I'm kind of like, a firm believer in the mentality that if you want something done, give it to a busy person. I'm never not working, and I've never not been working or going to school or doing a combination of the two, so I feel like losing both at the same time just kind of really took away, my sense of purpose in the world in general, which I know sounds really serious, but I've just been having a lot of existential dread, I think, more than anything else during this time, as I'm trying to see what my role is and sort my priorities and responsibilities, and I'm finding it increasingly difficult to do so. And really for these last couple months since I graduated this year, yeah, I know, I found it just kind of increasingly difficult to get out of bed in the morning or afternoon, shower, cook, eat, be a person. I really struggled with just basic things because I just feel like everything is so out of whack and I'm so off my usual schedule that I just didn't know what to do. So it's not fun. COVID's a real bitch. And I think it's really messed with everyone's perception of themselves and responsibility and where they fit in the world. So with that said, I actually recently decided that enough was enough, understandably, and I dedicated myself to resetting my life and getting back on track. And so far I've actually been really successful, which is essentially what this video is going to be about. I'm going to be sharing with you some tips to help you get back on track if you were in a similar situation as I was. First and foremost, fix your sleep schedule. I'm talking to you, fix it. I know it's not fixed. I know you're staying up till 3 in the morning and then waking up at 4 p.m. every day. Don't do it. Fix it. Pick a time to wake up and a time to go to sleep every single day, even on the weekends. No exceptions. Do not hit the snooze button. You gotta get in the habit of doing that, and then eventually your body gets used to it. It'll get easier and easier with time, and you're gonna be so much better off for it. Also challenge yourself to start your days as early as possible. Not only will you be amazed by how much you can get done in that amount of time, but your days themselves are just gonna start feeling a lot better and fuller. Second, pick a day of each week to dedicate completely to physical self-care. So trim your nails, give yourself a facial, tweeze your eyebrows, do whatever you gotta do to feel like a well-groomed, shiny new penny. I typically do this on Sundays just because 1, I tend to have less work to do, and 2, I feel it sets me up better for the rest of the week. But you can pick whatever day you want. Third, set aside some time each week to dedicate to mental self-care, doing whatever you want to do, whatever makes you happy, whatever will help you de-stress. So listen to music, read a book, watch a movie, exercise, video chat with friends, meditate, whatever appeals to you in that moment. If you need suggestions, you can check out my video on 100 fun, easy, affordable things to do during quarantine. The fourth tip is to clean and organize your space. It took me 6 months, I'd say, to get motivated to clean my room. And then when I finally was motivated, it took me like 2 days to actually get it done, and I cannot even begin to tell you how much better I feel that everything is organized and neat and tidy. So definitely do that. Go through all of your clothes, your belongings, sell or donate anything you no longer use or need, and yeah, you're gonna feel a lot better. The fifth main tip is to assign yourself projects. Now, obviously, if you're in school or working, you have plenty of these already, but if you're like me, not enrolled in school and very much unemployed, it's very important to be giving yourself tasks and goals to work towards. So if you're an artist, maybe make an Etsy account and start selling some artwork. If you're an athlete, set a physical fitness goal for yourself and start working toward that. Anything that's really going to allow you to track your progress and push time forward a little bit and give you something to look forward to and work toward. It's very, very, very important just for motivation, productivity, and mental health in general. Essentially, the busier that you are and the more things that you accomplish, the better you're going to feel both about yourself and about the time that you're spending. This last piece of advice is just kind of like a little bonus tip. It doesn't really fit into the 5 that I've aforementioned, but I think it's really important for those who, like me, struggle a lot with self-motivation, self-discipline. I really suck at forcing myself to do things that I don't want to do. Obviously, if it's for school or a job or other type of responsibility, I don't have a problem with it, but if it's optional, you can bet your butt that I'm not going to do it. So recently I've been trying to actively combat that, because obviously that's not a great way to live your life, just, you know, not doing anything. So what I've found to be particularly helpful is just getting into the habit of forcing myself to do little things that I don't want to do and kind of building off of that. For example, if I'm watching TV and I notice that my laundry needs to get done, normally my very poorly self-disciplined brain would try to convince myself that I don't need to do it, you know, I still have clean clothes, it's not even that pressing, so do it later, do it later, do it later. But now, if I'm watching TV, using the same example, if I'm watching TV and I see laundry needs to get done, I do it. I complete it right then and there. I don't give myself the option. And that's with all tasks. If I'm going through my day and I think, I should do that, I do it immediately. And that's been very helpful for me, just not giving myself the option and holding myself accountable just on a day-to-day basis. Another little example off of that of something that you can try, which, forewarning you, is a little bit weird, okay, I know. But what I've been doing is every time I'm in the shower, right before I'm about to get out, I will turn the faucet all the way to cold and kind of hype myself up and then force myself to like stand under the freezing cold water. Now, it's weird, I know, but it's something optional that I don't have to do. No one's forcing me to do it. I'm making myself do something that I wouldn't otherwise do. And forcing myself to do that every time is actually more broadly applicable to the way in which I approach all tasks in my life. I don't want to do it, it's optional, I'm gonna do it anyway. Plus, cold water, doing that is good for your circulation, I think, and your heart and your skin and your hair and stuff, so healthy stuff. Getting into the habit of doing that, starting with small little things like blasting yourself with cold water and doing some laundry, and then build from there. And you'd be amazed by how much you can get done and how productive you're gonna feel. Because once you start completing tasks and you have more and more things under your belt, you're going to feel so much better, and it's just gonna propel you forward, and you're gonna wanna do all of the tasks and all of the priorities and all of the responsibilities, and you're gonna get so good at it. And I'm living proof, because I am literally the worst at self-discipline. Always, I've always been. And this is completely just making these small behavioral changes just in my day-to-day have had such a massive impact on my productivity and how I'm living my life and actually being able to shower and eat and get out of bed at a normal time and take care of myself and be a real human being. So that is really what I want to instill in you. I hope these tips would be helpful. If you guys are experiencing any of the quarantine existential dread that I've experienced, or if you have similar personality types as me where you feel like you want to get a bunch done, but you just can't find the motivation or the discipline to do so, I really, really hope this video was helpful, and I wish you the best of luck at getting your life back on track and being people and being productive and all that fine and dandy good stuff. I also just wanted to quickly mention that if you are struggling with anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts, substance abuse, domestic abuse, I will link some resources in the description below that you should check out if you need them. That's all I got. I'll see you next time.